Kings and queens, clash your swords. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. King Stevian is in the building. You kings and queens already know.
100 kings and 100 queens.
Let's get ready to show 'em. Some act like they know us, but we don't know us. Alright? So we do them like a broke down Pinto, and we tow them. Right? And we're going to keep moving, keep grooving. We're not going to let nobody lower our vibration, our frequency, because people are haters these days. And we're going to get into that. But I'm coming in. Before I even get started, I'm going to show you. Y'all see what's on the screen, the 3949A. I hope you still see the guide that I'm going to show y'all, the TV guide. So I wanted to go into the definition first before we get started of not adequate security. It was, what was that called? Let me go over here and see this. That's not what I wanted. It was cash equivalent. Okay, that's what I want to show you. Okay. And the reason I'm showing you this is because Friday night King Franchise came in and showed us how to make our net worth public. And once I perfect it, I'm going to show y'all how you supposed to do this with all the assets that y'all are getting. So let me show you this for instance. If you got the Laid Back album, not the single, because some of y'all went and bought the single. I accidentally gave out a album deed for somebody that bought a single. You who did that need to go back and buy the full album, which is $9.49. I'm not giving you $64 billion for a goddamn 99-cent single. Some of y'all are assholes, and y'all know what the fuck y'all do. You that goddamn cheap. Some of y'all just want to get something done for cheap. I won't show. I got your name. I got your information. I won't show you shit. Because you knew damn well I said do the album. Okay? If you're going to do the single, you need to buy the single 10 times. You go to Amazon and you buy the album from over there. King Stevian Laid Back. It'll come up with an album that have about 15 tracks on it. It's $9.49. After you do that, you email cityside2006@yahoo.com. Do you know how to spell that? YAHOO.com. I'm about to mess up and spell it. But anyway, some of y'all just keep sending to whatever email y'all want to. Y'all are the type of people I don't like. Because y'all don't want to listen, y'all don't want to pay attention, you don't want to take heed to what I'm showing you. I told y'all, it clear as day, when y'all do the monthly $29.99, you get equity in this channel. That's the advertising dollars, that's everybody who come after you and invest, and you get a lot of perks. Okay, we got a meeting. Matter of fact, let me go into that. The meeting is on the 20th. We're going to do it on the 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Did you hear that? Eastern. So don't come up here later, and the passcode will change after that because we're going into our tax class. And y'all are not allowed to get in the tax class. And I'm about to get into that about the tax class too. But going on, you're going to email cityside2006@yahoo. I need your full first, middle, and last name. I need your phone number. I need your mailing address where the check is going to go. And like I told everybody, stop using these P.O. boxes. There's no need to run from a goddamn physical address. Once you take control of your name, they cannot arrest you at that address. They can't come mess with you at that address because the king or queen is at that address. and they have no jurisdiction over a foreign being. It's out of their jurisdiction. That's why you have the king or queen representing you, representing the country that you got on your birth certificate. It's out of their jurisdiction. Okay? And that all caps name is a goddamn corporation. Those who got their name done in their birth state. The king name or queen name is the owner of that all caps name. So now it is acting as the surety or the warrant, which they can't use it as the surety or warrant because it or he or she is foreign. Stop trying to flip your name, the last name first, and all this stupid, ignorant stuff. The treasury's still gonna know who the hell you are. 31 CFR 240.14 through 17. Gotta be a totally different name. All right, let's go into this. Again, if you subscribe to the channel, become a member or join a member, subscribe a member, then you're going to email cityside2006@Yahoo. I don't know how you go email in Proton. I don't know why you go and email in Gmail. Some of you want to be different and just want to show that you're in charge. You're not in charge of this. I'll kick your ass right out and give you back your little $29.99. Some of y'all do this just try to get on somebody's nerves. That's all. The only reason y'all do that. Tell you how to do your trustee name. Show you how to do the executor or executrix name for the estate. And some of y'all put trustee behind the goddamn executrix. That ain't how it works. It's an estate. Do it how I show you. We done already done this many times over. Some of you want to keep bringing in that old stuff. Don't bring that negative energy over here. Anything you've done in the past is negative to us over here. Because we're on a different vibration over here. Some of y'all don't like that. Some of y'all hate that we're on a high vibration over here. And we winning. Nothing but winning. But y'all come hating. Okay? We're going to read this. Cash equivalents are short-term investments that can be easily converted to cash. So you ask who want cash, there you go. They are considered low risk and are often used to meet short-term financial obligations. So, in under 26 USC 1445, they say that you can use an adequate security to pay the taxes for the corporate crackheads. Whatever business you got business with, mortgage company, car lot, cable company, phone company, child support, you pay that tax debt with your adequate security and you put it in their hands and they're liable. Now, I always give you all these codes. Let me pull out these codes real quick. Once you assign them with the assignment deed that has a barcode, you get it from me. Because I know this stuff in and out. I do the registration. And it will be registered. I'm also your witness. So if you ever have to go to court, I'll draw up whatever documents. If I have to show up to court with you, then I will do that. And that's federal court. Because under the 236 power of attorney form, it now becomes federal. They are assigned. You got to have the deed. 31 USC 3727. Okay? A claim can only be made, or an assignment can only be done after a claim is made. Okay? Now, the one that holds them responsible, you got 28 USC 959. They're suable. 12 CFR 51.2. Appointment of receiver. They're the receiver because you sent the documents to them to go to the United States Treasury. 28 USC 754. The receiver must be bonded. So if they didn't already claim that they didn't receive anything from you, a contract, they're lying. But also you get them because when y'all go get these bonds on these judges, the judge it really don't matter. He or she is a middleman. What you need to do is go after the company. If you're dealing with child support, you go after the child support company. Okay? You deal with the DA as well. the Secretary of the State, not no damn judge. The judge ain't the one taking on your case. He is just a fake middleman, supposed to be biased or unbiased, and they're not. They're working for the child support agency or the cops or the DMV. Okay? Know who to attack. You're slapping Tiny Tim, and Tiny Tim don't got nothing to do with it. Okay? But they must be bonded. So when y'all get the bond on the court, the DA's office, child support, DMV, the police department, sheriff's department, then what you do is, if they're going to assign a case back to the courts, they need to also be bonded. You need to ask them for their bond and their license. Okay? This is why you have to have a license. Then you go bond your all caps name only in your birth state. You got to get the assumed name from the Secretary of the state that took control of your name in that state. Minnesota don't got nothing to do with your birth state. Your birth state is what stole your name. Go get it back. Okay? Watch my video on the assumed name. Those who are $29.99 per month joiners, you can watch that. Just type in step 1, King Stevian assumed name on YouTube, and it'll come up. 8 USC 507 mean they're liable, plus the duties they got to carry out. Okay? Now, the reason I was talking about cash equivalents first is because, again, I am going to show y'all how to do this thanks to franchise. But there are some more things that he didn't go into that I need to show him, as well as y'all, dealing with cash equivalents. Okay? This is how you get your net worth to be public. This is how, because I had a credit check done. They said, you don't have no real estate. And I wondered, wait a minute, how you know that? Well, one, it goes in the county. Once you have it on Fidelity, once you have it in the UCC, it transfers over to the Duns and Bradstreet, and in all those places, it show your net worth. So, and you can get those things put in a credit account. There are accounts that you can use. I forgot the name. It might be Bright Pay or Bridge Pay. One of them, you can set up an account, okay, where you can pay your own real estate company, and it'll show your real estate value once you do that, okay, every month. Might be $100. You can put $100 in there. They'll just put a interest fee on there, but it's good for them to report it in the credit bureau. That's if you're using it, because we don't supposed to be using that, because you got credits anyway with the United States Treasury, okay? And then they'll see you have a lot of assets in real estate, okay? But just wanted to come in and show you that real quick, and now we're finna get into this other thing I have here, okay? We're going over what we went over last night. I'm not gonna go into detail, and this is not open for the public. We went over the 3949A. Let me pull my notes out here. We went over a lot, actually. This is after you do the dispute ladder. 7 days later, whenever the Treasury receive your dispute ladder, and you can find that dispute ladder on YouTube, just type in do a DLT. D as in dog, L as in Larry, T as in Tom, and you type in King Stevian, Stevian. It'll come up on YouTube, and you follow the instructions. Do not change it. Do not go left. Do not go right. Go straight ahead, exactly what I told you on that. You got some buttholes go out there and they change things around. And this is per one account. You don't put all your dang on accounts on one dispute ladder. When you're disputing that one company. You handle them individually. If you was getting your ass whooped by 10 people, fight one of them, knock him out, then go knock the other one out. By the time you probably have a bunch of bruises on the back of your head, but at least you knocked all their ass out. You got to make it quick. Knock them out. Like Slick Rick, knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out. Knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out. And knock. Matter of fact, I might play children's story after this. because some of y'all are still children. Some of y'all are incompetent. So when I play children's story, I'm telling you, some of y'all are incompetent and you need to get grown. So this is why I'm doing all this, so that way you can become mature and handle your estate for your bloodlines. This ain't about no bills. This ain't about no fiat. This is about your bloodline, getting the lawful money, creating your own money on your land. I know how to do this. This is why a lot of people are jealous right now. So I don't understand why you're getting jealous. You know, like I said in the last video, hold hands, walk together, fight together. We got the same enemy. Ain't no need to be bashing somebody else. That's how black folk is. They'll never learn. And they're going to be left in the dust. They're going to die with nothing left behind for their bloodline. Period. Fiat is not supposed to be left for your bloodline. All right, we went over the 3949A. We went over the 8288A. Friday, we went over the 8288B. Okay, that's the 8288B is to show you how to become exempt. Okay, 8288A is to show that the foreigner, the European, the corporate crackhead is the one that is taxed. Where do we get that from? We get that from 26 USC 1445. You're the transferee. So they are the ones being taxed as the transferor. Why have nobody taught y'all this? This is dealing with taxes just like Gene Keaton said. Okay? All right. We went over 31 CFR 240.14. Checks issued to incompetent payees. This is how they're getting paid the lawful money. This is how they're having these escrow accounts. This is how the post office is having these accounts with Wells Fargo where they got this lawful money in there, and y'all are buttholes trying to go after the lawful money the wrong way. Talking about creating an account with the post office. They already got an account on you. If you ever gave them fiat, they got cameras, know who you are. They know who had that dollar last. If you use a debit or credit card, they got who you are. And they create an account based on that. There's no need to go create no account with the post office. That's stupid. I don't have no account with Walmart, but they know who I am because they got cameras. They know my credit card. They know my debit card. I got a receipt. As long as you get a receipt, they got you. They create the lawful money accounts. That's why they have the banks. You understand how this stuff works. Stop listening to these jerks out here. All right, we went over the 1099B. Okay. Scroll up on that. Just for you to glance over it. So your estate, you are the payer. You're not the dang on recipient. So whoever out there is teaching that is assholes. They are the recipient because you gave them the gold or silver to pay the tax for them as the transferee. And adequate security. It says the transferee can use an adequate security to settle the debt for the transferor. That's what you doing with your silver or gold that has a barcode on it and a deed that you get from me. It ain't no but $9. If I want to charge you and it was about money, I'd say go buy the silver album for $200. I done showed y'all how to get things for 99 cents. I done gave away free deeds of my music and the performance rights. So assholes who out there talking about money, you are dumb. You're just saying that to run people away from me because you want the glory. You want the fame. You want a big name. That's why you're saying that. You don't want people dealing with the truth. You want to keep teaching them the wrong thing. That's why you're doing what you're doing. And like I said, and I'll say it again, any one of you who want to challenge me on these processes, I'll take it any day and I'll whoop your ass. Because you don't understand it like me. It came from the Most High. I teach it to the ones that need it for their tribes. You want to say the 13 tribes, 12 tribes? That's what it's for. You who want to doubt everything that's done over here, they doubted Jesus. That's what gives me comfort. When someone comes about teaching the truth, this is what happens. They don't want you knowing the truth. They want to teach things their way. And you talk about success is getting a bill, but that's not success. Your bill is already paid. 31 USC 3123, the company do that. They do 18 USC 8, and they do 12 USC 411. And based on your stupidity and you're signing a contract the way you sign it, then they do 31 USC 3727. Okay? But this is the B. I'm not going to go into detail of everything here. Okay? There is no CUSIP number. You don't put no birth certificate number. That's not how you do it. Borrowing amount box 13 is the same as box 1E. The accrued market discount is 7.5% added. If you go on Treasury Direct and you look at your birth certificate bond, the bond that's on there that they got, you look at the percentage there, and that's the percentage that they normally go by, which is average about 7.5%. Proceeds is your interest from your 1099-A, which is fair market value. Okay, everything got to connect. The federal income tax is your principal because you're paying the tax. That's what the adequate security is used for. Your whole contract amount is the damn tax. That's what this whole thing is. It's a tax issue, just like Gene Keaton said. Say something about Gene, I'll slap you in the mouth. Right? You always check. It's reported to the IRS because you're telling on the corporate crackhead. You want to call yourself a snitch? Well, yeah, be a snitch. This is the time to be a snitch. They've been stealing from your estates and your grandmama, your great-grandmama, your great-granddad, your granddad, your dad, and your mama. And you. Don't hold no punches. People so mad at me right now, you wouldn't believe. Sending radiation through my home made me and my dog sick. I know when my dog want to stay outside, they don't want to be inside where that radiation is. That gas is that they're putting through the vents. I know what the hell they're doing. They're spying on me. They're mad at what I'm doing. They want to try to take me out. We went over the OID, original issue discount. Okay? Briefly show you that. You are the payer. They are the recipient. You paid them to go to the Treasury. You gave them the gold or silver. This is why you use this. It didn't work many times over. If you go to my last video that I done, I gave away that class for free to show y'all and prove everything to you. So all the doubters, the naysayers, go check that. I settled the 300 and some thousand with the IRS. I went head on with the IRS. So none of y'all is big and bad enough to deal with the IRS. Got people calling me whining. Hey man, I got a $500,000 debt. I got to pay it all back. What am I going to do? Then when I start showing them the details of things they have to do, they run. You got yourself in a pickle. But yet I'm showing you how to detail your way out of it. When you get your car detailed, you don't just put a rag over and then keep running and think it's clean. No, you get into the cracks and crevices, do the top, the bottom, the windows, inside windows, the vents, up under the carpet, on top of the carpet, around the carpet. Get in the crevices where the cup holder was. So this is detail work. I've always been a detailed being. And I learned being detailed is what wins. There's no shortcut with this. Went over the 8281 because 8281 has to go with the OID. What does it say there at the top? Information return. This is the information that the Treasury and the IRS wants. So how the hell are you going to do an OID without this? Publicly offered for what now? Original issue discount. Let's go back. What does that say over there? Original issue discount. And let's go down to the bottom. Signature within 30 days after the date of issuance of an OID debt instrument, because the instrument is your contract for a whole year. If you did 3 years, then you show that contract. That's the instrument they want. That is U.S. Real Property Interest. USRPI. Look it up. All obligations belong to the United States. The debts are obligations of the United States. So this instrument belongs to them. Give it back to them. But you give it to the bill company so that way they can go settle it. Do it in honor. They don't want to do it, then you do it. You get a refund for paying that tax debt, which will go to silver. And then what happens there is converted back into credits or either cash. But you got to be careful with that, because you will go to prison. Right? He said 30 days after the date the OID debt instrument is registered with the SEC. Send 2 copies of Form 8288 and any attachments to the Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service, Ogden, Utah. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You can't just send it to Ogden, Utah. You got to send it to the one with the zip code they say, because each zip code goes to a different P.O. box. 84201-0209. That's a P.O. box that they use, so they know what office gets this OID. Okay? Showing you right here. And that's just an example for mine. Title is not beneficiary. It's always executor or trustee. And that's your king or queen name. You don't know how to do it? Watch my videos. If you're King Joe, it would be King Eoj. That name spelled backwards, E-O-J, of the, if his last name Johnson, Johnson estate. Don't stick no damn trustee in there. Don't stick nothing else in there. You're handling the estate. You're not handling the trust. The trust comes after the estate, but you're still running the estate for the trust. The trust is the one that makes you an agent to be a withholder once you get your fins and gins number. You know what I'm sick of? I'm so sick of people misleading our people. That's why I sit here and fight. Again, I'm supposed to be gone in October, but I'm standing here fighting with y'all, showing and proving to y'all how this thing works. When I came back, I did a tax thing with the IRS for a queen and showed y'all that. Because when I shoot, I'm going to shoot to kill, and I'm going to knock it out the park. I'm not going to sit around here and play around. I don't care. Any one of y'all debts I can handle right now. You got a big tax debt, I'll handle that. You got a big house, I'll handle that. Because I'm confident in what I do. I know what to do and how it works. I know the codes backwards and frontwards. Upside down, sideways. Doggy style. Missionary. Scissor way. Shoot. And I'm not bragging. I'm just speaking after you learn this stuff and you know the Most High done gave it to you. You know how to move smooth. And that's what I teach y'all how to be. Anything come to you, you're like Superman, just bounce off. Pew, boom, fall on the ground. Did child support like this. We went over 26 USC 1445. Okay. Now, when I'm getting into, let me go over these notes here. Okay. The barcodes, I sent out a bunch of barcodes already to a bunch of people. I'm still working on that today. Okay. If you haven't got your barcode yet for your power of attorney, I'll get on to that. So that was last night's class. Now let me mention this. We have a class tonight, and I am not going to invite many of the people that I invited before. You're not a member. Some of you, I just allowed that to happen just to show you what we're doing. I'm not obligated to let you in this tax class. You didn't pay the $200. That's one person, one, that paid the $200. Whoever you are that paid the $200 for the week's tax class, if you need anything, call me, 850-322-9657 or 850-825-0933. See, people like that, they believe in the process. They believe what I'm doing. They believe in saving their generation from this corporate crackhead mess that's going on. Some of you don't even want to pay a dime, which is a shame. You was to go to H&R Block, they're not even going to show you how to do the taxes correctly. They're going to charge you for the class, and they're going to show you how to do it on the public side. I'm showing you the public and the private. And these people out there get mad at me, saying, oh, he ripped people off. Just please show me how I rip anybody off. I ain't never ripped a person off a day of my damn life. Except when I was younger, I stole that sneaker out the store. I ripped him off. But he's dead and gone. Mr. Belafonte, he's dead and gone. You know, I repented for that. Still feel bad about stealing a sneaker when I was a baby. Ain't that something? That lets you know how honest I am. I'm sitting here admitting to you, telling you I stole a Snicker when I was a baby and still remember it. Never stole from anybody, never took anything from anybody. If you haven't got something that I owe you, then reach out to me. I just gave you my phone numbers. So I'm not running from nobody. If I owe you something, it's a reason behind that. Okay? You gotta understand, I'm in war. I have to fight these corporate crackheads where they're hacking into my phone, my computers. They hacked into my computer again. Somehow they got in there and they erased my TV guide, which I'm about to get into right now. This is the TV guide, SBC TV guide, that comes out the 20th. Okay? And that lasts for a week. You see February, Friday the 21st it starts, and then through the 27th, Thursday, and then a new one come out the Friday after that. So every Friday going to come out with a new TV guide. And what I'm going to do is allow on the meeting on the 20th, I think it's the 20th, I'm going to allow the member subscribers who paid the $29.99 to come up with a way to program this to put what is needed for the people at a certain time. I do know from the graph that I got from YouTube, the majority of people start watching YouTube is at 10 a.m. Okay? And it lasts up to 12 midnight. So there's a lot of them that's going to be in the midnight hour. That's very important. I'm not going to put the highly important ones during the day where everybody and their mama can go look at it. I'm going to do that very special early in the morning, like Peter Popoff, 3 a.m. in the morning. Hey, I'm going to give you your holy cloth. Get some of this holy water. He done went in the goddamn kitchen and got some dang Zephyr's Hill water and poured it in the cup and then melted it to you. Talking about he prayed over, I bless this water. You know how they be punching them on the forehead, slapping them in the forehead, knocking people down? That would deal with the water. Boom. Probably dropped it on the goddamn floor and put it back in there. Yeah, they're going to have my feet blessings because I'm walking all over that floor. But anyway. But going back into that before I go into the SBC TV guide, I will not invite people who are testing back in. I will not invite anybody that got any of the other tax classes in. Okay? I'm not obligated to you. I'm obligated to the members of the 100 Kings and 100 Queens. And I'm obligated to the ones that paid the $200 to get in the class. Okay? The queen that missed the first night, that video is up right now. But if you need anything, you need to play catch up, please give me a call. Then there's people that sent out a meeting link, not a meeting link, but they sent out a request for the passcode. There are people in the call that I did not intend to be on that call. When you want to know the passcode and you are a member, please email me directly or text me at 850-322-9657 or 850-825-0933. Don't go putting it in no goddamn old thread. Those old threads are old members. They are not allowed to come back to our meetings. Why the hell are you trying to get me to give them the fucking passcode? That's what the fuck you're trying to do. So based on that, you yourself would not be invited back to one of these groups. So whoever that was talking about they want a refund, you're an asshole. And I want to salute the Queen Naira, who stood up for me when this person, and they're a person because they're a corporation, was trying to attack this process and want to say, oh, it's fraudulent. First of all, ain't nothing fraudulent about this. Matter of fact, I'm finna grab my letter. Hold on one second. I'm finna grab this letter so I can read it to y'all after the IRS investigated us. See, this is what I mean by have the IRS investigate your own process. Okay? Do a 3949A and see what comes back. Do a 211 form. See what comes back. I'm finna go grab it and I'm gonna read it to you assholes out there. I'm back. Hold 1 second. Got my letters from the IRS right here. Now, all right, so let me read the first one, because there are different forms you turn in when you're complaining, right? So I'm going to read the first one. Dear King Stevian of Cityside. They left the F off. I don't know why they did that, maybe because of the middle name. We received your complaint about a tax professional, tax return preparer, or firm and will, I think it's a firm and will carefully review the information. If you contact us or want to provide additional information, please see the reference number listed above. We can't share information with you about any actions taken against the tax preparer, okay, or firm because of privacy laws and the confidential nature of return information. The IRS Return Preparer Office may contact you if we need any additional information. Please do not send multiple copies or duplicates of the same complaint. Duplicate receipts will delay our review. If you fax your complaint, do not mail a copy. Now that's the first one. Let's go to the next one. That was the tax preparer form. Okay? This is the 211 form. We receive your 211 with the information you furnish and have assigned the above claim numbers, which I'm not going to give you. We will evaluate the information you provided to determine if an investigation is warranted and an award is appropriate. Please retain this notice for future reference. If we initiate an investigation as a result of your information, it is important to understand that it could take several years until final resolution of all tax matters. This is especially true if the taxpayer exercises all administrative and judicial appeal rights. In addition, before we can pay an award, we must collect any additional taxes, penalties, or fines accessed by reason of your information. Collection action could also take several years. As the collection of our review and our investigation, we will only be able to tell you whether or not the information you provided met our criteria for paying an award. Unfortunately, we cannot tell you the specific details about the actions we took, if any, using the information you gave us. Internal Revenue Code Section 6103 protects the tax information of all taxpayers and prevents us from taking these disclosures. We will notify you as soon as all actions relating to your claim have been completed. Please note that we will be sending all correspondence from this office regarding this claim to you at the address you provided. If you move or change the address to which you want correspondences directed, you must inform the office in writing of the change of address. Failure to notify the office of change of address regarding this claim could result in you not receiving time-sensitive correspondence. Additional information about the whistleblower claim process can be found at publication 5251. The whistleblower claim process, publication 5251, can be found online at irs.gov. That was from Tressa Williams for Whistleblower Office. Okay? Now, go over here. Final determination under Internal Revenue Code, IRC, Section 7623A, denial. Okay, it says claim number, blank, 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 not telling you. Dear King Stevian, final determination under Internal Revenue Code, IRC, Section 7623A, denial. We have considered your application for an award dated 01, and that's what the 211 form is, dated 01/18/23 under IRSC Section 7623. An award may be paid only if the information provided results in the collection of tax, penalties, interest, additions in tax, or additional amounts based on the information provided. In this case, the information you provided did not result in the collection of any proceeds. Therefore, you are not eligible for an award. Although the information you submitted did not qualify for an award, thank you for your interest in the administration of the Internal Revenue Service laws. If you have any further questions regarding the latter, please feel free to contact the Whistleblower Office at the contact telephone number listed above. Sincerely, Tressa Williams for Whistleblower Office. I gave you a name, so if you don't believe it, you can go look at it. The information that was provided was the information for my tax process that I teach everybody. So there's no investigation that's going to find anything wrong with this process. So you assholes out there keep talking about fraud. Well, go ahead and do a 211 if you think it's fraud. You're going to get the same result. Okay? Tressa did not sit here and investigate. First person did it was, that was on the tax side, Kimberly D. Rogers, Director of Return Preparer Office. Okay? Just wanted to come in and show you that. I'll read that to you. Some things ain't none of y'all business. I just read the letter directly from the IRS, and I gave you the investigator's name. They also, when I did it, they gave me a list of things that they do. Okay? They investigate the documents. They look at your house. They do all that. They listen to your phone calls. They watch you on YouTube. YouTube had this thing where they were sharing information with the FBI. Okay? So all you assholes who want to sit there and talk about that. Do a 3949A and a 211 on your own damn self in your own damn process. And you'll find out what the fuck gonna happen. So I love shutting niggas' mouth. Who talk all that shit. Told you. You want to challenge me? Let's go. Let's go. All right. So what you see on the screen is the SBC TV guide. They went in here and erased out the stuff. So this is the TV guide that's starting on the 21st. Okay? 6 a.m. 21st. 6 a.m. And now you might not will be able to watch any of these videos because it's in the programming right now. So once it goes into programming, if you look at the end of this document, it says take off. That's the time I take the document down, the video down. It's only up between 6 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. So you got that time frame to go watch this video. Okay? And then it gets taken off, and then I put it back in the program for the next day, 6 a.m. again. So I have to reprogram it. So at 6 a.m. to 6:33 a.m., you will see kill any warrant or court case like this. That's the video. Okay, it stays up to 10:30 a.m. The category is deed use and music. Okay, 6:34 a.m. to 6:55 a.m. You have the birth certificate 2025 1041 tax class. Now, what I'm doing in there is just going over what I'll be talking about. This is not the actual tax class. Okay, this is for the birth certificate. The category is asset use, music, and it gets taken down at 10:30 a.m. Okay, so make sure you put that on your calendar. I will have this TV guide on the front of my page so everybody can see it. Okay, so the next one is 6:56 a.m. and this is all Eastern Standard Time to 7 o'clock a.m. Okay, it says putting the transmitting utility into commerce. So I don't know why it says 7 a.m., but I'm quite sure it's longer than that. It's not 4 minutes. So that got to be 8 a.m. there. But I will have that corrected and put on the channel front page. Okay? There's no, it's 8 a.m. Okay? So it never gets taken down. So that means right now it's still available. Putting a transmitting utility into commerce. Just type that in, King Stevian, putting a transmitting utility into commerce. Okay? At 7:01 a.m. to 8:17 a.m., you have my birth certificate bond QSIP numbers are fake. Okay? That's a fact check. The last one was a transmitting utility. It ends at 10:30 a.m. Okay, so you got a couple hours after you, if you miss 7 a.m. to 8:17, then you can watch it up to that time. Okay? 8:18 a.m. through 9:30 a.m. Learn to do a UCC3 assignment. That's a fact check. Fact check is just me fact checking all the naysayers and those who say, well, this is how you do it. The way King Stevian said do it is wrong. No, fact check you on this. So it stays up to 10:30 a.m. Okay? The next one, 9:32 a.m. to 10 o'clock a.m. 28 minutes, video. King Stevian not leaving because. Okay, that's a biography. It stays up to 2 p.m. So this is in October when I said I wasn't leaving. I decided I had to stay, start the prison ministry to help those get out of prison. Because the same stuff is going on with them in the prisons. Trying to save the world here, but people don't like that. And those who ordered that biography, I got that coming. Queen Refinery, I got yours coming. Just been backed up like crazy, you know. And this is how it is when you're trying to help everybody. You know, things get piled up a little bit. But, y'all still on my mind, everybody. I owe anything to the Laid Back album, any of the album USB videos that you ordered. I still got y'all envelopes sitting right here. So don't think I forgot about you. Don't think that I cheated you. I got every last one of them. Okay? All right? So we go into the next one, which is 10:01 a.m. to 10:11. They changed the weather. Dream for me, and that's a comedy. It's just a short comedy. You want to have a good laugh early in the morning, then you go watch that. Okay? It's 2:00 p.m. Okay? 10:12 a.m. to 11:31 a.m. Your deed stock prices just went up, and that's finance. It stays up to 2 p.m. What I'm talking about in that is talking about the instruments that y'all got, whether you ordered a 99-cent song off of Amazon, the $9.94 album off Amazon, those prices went up. So you want to watch that to see how they went up and what is your value and how to get the new deeds. Okay? All right. Next one is 11:32 to 1:10 p.m. Pay your bills this way. I process certified. And that is coming from exactly what I read y'all with these IRS investigation documents. Okay? That's pretty much what I'm telling y'all in that video. Okay? And that's legal/law, 2:00 p.m. That's when it gets taken down. 1:11 p.m. in the afternoon to 1:49 p.m. Eastern Time, we come out with status correction, deed poll, and birth certificate. You want to know how to correct your status? Then this is it. This is the way it's done. Okay? You got to settle the debt. There are two sides to the birth certificate. There's the loan that the state took out for $1 billion to $3 billion, but there's also the bond that they put on Treasury Direct when they went to the Treasury. Okay? And a deed was created. A bond was created. All right? 4 p.m. is up to, then it's taken down. Right? The next one starts at 1:50 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Proof that the lawful money process works. It's in finance. It gets taken down at 8 p.m. You got about 4 hours to watch that after it finished premiering. Okay? 4:31 p.m. to 6:09 p.m. Pay your bills this way. I process certified. That's in finance and business. Okay? So, again, that piggybacks off of the IRS stuff. All right? So if you missed the other one, see, comes on twice. So, 6:10 p.m. to 7:37 p.m. Executor versus probate. Security certificates. Okay? So everybody argue about probate. Oh, you go to probate? No, you don't. You got to be the executor. The executor is always bigger than the administrator. The courts are probate. They are administrators. Look that up. You don't want to go to probate. You want to deal as an executor. The executor carries out the will. That's why Jesus said, I'm here to do my Father's will. He didn't say you're going to no court and listen to what the man said. So that's a fact check. Proving the haters wrong. It stays up to 9 p.m. 7:38 to 9:35 p.m. 236 template and silver deed templates. You want to know how to do the 236 form to transfer and assign these corporate crackheads to go to the Treasury to get your lawful money? Then that's what you do. Okay? You got to know how to operate the certificates that you get from me for purchasing the Laid Back album. Okay? It's on Amazon, $9.94. Okay? $9.94, and it's like in the billions. So that's what you want. All right? Quadruple millions. But that's under finance, and it lasts at 11 o'clock p.m. 9:36 p.m. to 10:18 p.m. Avoid the draft. That's education. 12 a.m. is when it's taken down. Okay? So a lot of mothers and fathers, sons and daughters are going to the military because of what the draft that was enacted by Biden. And I think Trump might have redacted that, got rid of that, canceled it. But y'all fact check me on that. I don't know. They got so many things going on, I can't keep up. But to make sure your son or daughter don't go, this is the video you need to watch. Okay? It's taken down at 12 a.m. 10:19 p.m. to 12:25 a.m. Be careful using UCC 1-308. 2 different fin numbers. Okay? And that's a fact check. Showing you about the 2 different fins. That's 2. All right? It stays up to 3 a.m. Show you about the UCC 1-308 everybody keep trying to use. I told y'all when you come to me, you got to unlearn all the stuff that these people taught y'all. 12:26 a.m. to 1:14 a.m. Do not put void on IRS docs or any doc at the bottom of your signature. When you watch that video, you'll see what I mean. Because someone put that on a document. Never told you to do that. And it's a report card, number 5. That goes into your 2848, your durable power of attorney, and your Form 56. Legal/law. Gets taken down at 3 a.m. 1:15 a.m. to 1:45 a.m. is our real estate states that health is wealth. Real estate gets taken down at 3 a.m. You want to watch that? I'm talking about your land. Once you get your land, you plant your farm on there, and you can start trading. Okay? Very important video. Showing you how to value your fruits, your vegetables. Just like I do my silver and gold. You'll learn the same thing. I'm not here to hold things to myself. I'm here to give it to you so that way you can be wealthy, healthy, knowledgeable, and your bloodline is good. 1:46 a.m. to 1:52 a.m. Discharge versus debt settlement. Yeah, and that is a short video, maybe like 6 minutes, something like that. It's a fact check. Very short, very informative, gets straight to the point between the discharge and the debt settlement. It's taken down at 4 a.m. Okay? 1:53 a.m. to 2:38 a.m. Free $100 billion security certificate. Assets is the topic. 4 o'clock a.m. is when it's taken down. Okay? You want to watch that because I'll show you how to get the $100 billion certificate for free. When you get to that video and you go in the description, it'll have the link to go watch the other video. It's a private video, and you can download everything you have or need on that website. Okay? That I put in the link. So I'm giving away things, so don't let nobody tell you, I ripped somebody off. How I'm ripping you off from giving you something. I don't have to give it. 2:28 a.m. to 3:05 a.m. An estate name stolen from neighbor. Law/legal. Taken down at 5 a.m. That was a guy that used to be in our group. And he was cheating people behind my back. Charging more than what I told him to charge. It was just to help him. Get him $30 per person or maybe $40. But he went and started charging $200. Charged one old lady $1,000, and I kicked his ass out the group. Then he went and called the FBI on me because I turned his ass in and told everybody not to deal with him no more. Why do people get mad when they're doing wrong? You the one that was stealing. You the one that went behind my back and did this. Why go call the FBI? But see, the FBI can't do anything. The IRS can't do anything because I'm not doing nothing fraudulent. See, so that's 2 investigations that were done on my process. See, So King Devod, his Moorish brother, he'll tell you what happened. Okay, he said he got on the phone and the agent was right there on the phone and he was trying to get everybody to talk about me and this and that. The shit didn't work. So ha, hater. Watch that video and you'll find out who it is. All right, it's taken down at 5 a.m. 3:06 a.m. to 3:21 a.m. You have step 1, assume name and Duns and Bradstreet tricks. That is law. Taken down at 5 a.m. Okay? Straight to the point. Showing you how to do the assume name, the Duns and Bradstreet tricks, how everything links up. This is why you got to do stuff in order. Assumed name comes before the Duns and Bradstreet, but before the assumed name, your common law copyright comes first. And you get the barcode from me. Okay? 3:22 a.m. to 4:02 a.m. You have the SC Rule 144 for private, not public. That is law. 6 a.m. is when it's taken down. Now, 4:03 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. Remove trust from Ghana immediately. If you got a trust, I told everybody, if you don't have a tight relationship with someone over there, don't deal with Ghana. They killing people over there, tying them up, locking them up in these underground taverns, and they taking your livers, your heart, your body parts, and what they're doing is selling them back to the United States. And then when they send the body over, saying it's cremated, then what happens is that's a lie. That's from an animal or something else that they're saying, and that's how they're getting away with it. Your mama or your daddy might still be over there, locked up, starving, while they told you the person died, which is a lie. And the doctors over there are working together. You got street thugs out there grabbing people. So when you go over there, make sure you're strapped. Okay? Make sure you go with a group of people. Stick together. If you have to hold hands, hold hands. Shoot. This is dealing with trust. 6 a.m. is what it stays up to. And then it's taken down to the next day. And the cycle repeats. 5:10 a.m. to 6 o'clock a.m. Documents needed to obtain a home. So if you're not up that early at 5 o'clock, you need to get up. I'll give you all the documents that you need to get your home. Okay? And the tax class we're going over right now tonight plays part with that. It's real estate. It stays up to 6 a.m. So you got that time, 5 a.m. You need to be up to watch it, and then you can see it. Other than that, you'll have to wait the next day, and this schedule is for every day this week, between the 21st and the Thursday the 27th. Okay? Before it starts over again. Okay? So with that being said, tell you what we will be going over tonight in the class. We'll be going over the affidavit of ownership deed. Some of the things we didn't finish from the last class, but we're doing them tonight. Plus the assignment deed. And we're going to come from the codes to show you where they are. So anybody that want to doubt, here it is. You go tell the United States government and who wrote these codes what's wrong. Don't come to me with it. Again, we didn't got money back over here. We didn't got bills paid over here. Major bills. Okay? Going over to UCC 3 for those that bought the physical album and wanted me to put this in the UCC and assign the asset over to you. This is what happens. And I'm showing you the UCC 3. If you are not doing the 7 steps and got step 7, you are not allowed to do a UCC 1. UCC 1 is for those who are competent that got their stats corrected the correct way with the deed poll, because all that other stuff is not the way. I don't care what nobody say. Again, I say I'll challenge you. We're going over the invoice. That comes 7 days after you send out the first package. We're going over the deed poll. Okay? So you know how it connects with the thing we did on Friday's class, which is the accepted for credit, or the birth certificate, or your bill, your mortgage contract. It ain't your monthly bills you deal with. You deal with it yearly. If you read the the 8288A, the B, let's go over here. Let me pull up the 8288. Because I want y'all to see this. So nobody can say they didn't know. Oops, I want to go to the A. Not the screwdriver, the B. If you look at the 8288B, where are we? If you look on line 6, what does it say right there? Contract price. It ain't say your monthly bill amount. It says the contract price. So right here, this tells you when you look at 26 USC 1445, why in the hell, if the 8288B is dealing with taxes, according to 26 USC 1445, would it have anything about a contract price? I'm going to let you ponder on that. It's taxes. 26 USC 1445 deals with taxes. Scroll down. Then they ask you what box to check. That would be your 1445E2. And all these are actually codes. 26 USC 1445E1, 26 USC 1445E2, 26 USC 1445E3, 26 USC 1445E5, 26 USC 1445E6. Read them. I'm always going to go in, fact check myself. That's what I mean. People talk. They have no understanding of this stuff. None. And then they'll get it from me and then go try to act like they came up with it. That's what you call a flaw-ass person. We down south call them fuck niggas. Excuse me, mothers, if I'm sitting here talking this way, but I'm fighting off the fake ones, okay, for y'all. And I got to get rowdy at times. But I'm still cool and collect. Cool, calm, and collect. All right? So y'all see that? Contract price. Right? So, the TV Guide is going up this week. And it'll be on the front page. Hopefully tomorrow, Wednesday, for Thursday. And then that way Friday starts and the videos won't be released until that day. So if you see it and you can't look at it, that's why. The members are able to see all the videos, but when I do the programming, you're not going to be able to see it until that week when it starts showing. And that time that's scheduled. Okay? So, make sure I covered everything here. Make sure I want to leave no stone unturned. Yeah, that's it. Okay? So, before I get out of here, I want to say this. Those that are doing this process, you should be focused on what you're going to leave behind for your sons, your daughters, and their sons and daughters. That's what this whole thing is about. When these corporations came, these corporate crackheads came, they came to steal our land. We partnered with them so that way they can be here to do commerce with us natives and trade. But trade is still going and is done through the United States Treasury. And the Treasury rewards them and us for doing business with each other That's why you get the lawful money. When they tax you, which they don't supposed to be taxing you, they get a kickback of the lawful money. Okay? So that's how that comes. They're taking the principal and the interest, and you're getting nothing but saying, I got a bill paid. It's not about a bill paid. It's about your lawful money. Lawful money can buy land, and that land can't be taxed once you purchase it with lawful money, because it's paid with the derivative of the gold and silver, or I say the spirit of the gold and silver. You can use those credits to go buy physical gold and physical silver from the U.S. Mint. Then when you get your hundreds of acres of land, you can melt that gold or silver down. I can give you the king that does it, okay? And he'll melt it down for you and put it the way you want. If you want to just get coins done, get it done by him. I don't know if he have an engraver, but I have a laser engraver, and I can get your stuff engraved in there, logos and all, okay? And I told him we'll worry about that later, because a lot of people ain't there yet, okay? Whatever you want to donate, some pieces of gold, hey, we'll take that, okay? We'll definitely do that. That's how we do trade, okay? So focus on your bloodline, not your friends. Your friends want to get in this stuff. You know how to refer them to me. They go to the 100 Kings and 100Queens.org website. It tell you how to get in, get interviewed, get the test, all that. After you tender the payment to get into university. I don't know no university that's free. And again, some people act like I owe them something. I don't owe you nothing. I'm not the one that stole your name. The state did. I'm not the one that put bonds on you. The state did. And these corporate crackheads. And I never put bonds on anybody. Unless you cross me. Okay? With that being said, if you use this information to get free, do not blame me. Blame the L, the O, the R, the D. Won't he'll do it? Oh, yes, he'll do it. So what you need to do is get this knowledge and start to pursue it. I'm King Stevian, representing the 100 Kings and the 100 Queens. I am out. Let me go on to Slick Rick children's story, because some of y'all are children. Grow up. Please, grow up. I'm out. Peace.
Uncle Ricky, would you read us a bedtime story, please, please?
All right, you kids get to bed. I get the storybook. Y'all tucked in? Here we go. Once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slow, where laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good, there lived a little boy who was misled by another little boy, and this is what he said. Me and you tonight, we're gonna make some cash, robbing old folks and making the dash. They did the job, money came with ease, but one couldn't stop, it's like he had a disease. He robbed another and another, and a sister and a brother. Tried to rob a man who was a DT undercover. The cop grabbed his arm, he started acting erratic. He said, "Keep still, boy, no need for static." Punched him in his belly and he gave him a slap. But little did he know the little boy was strapped. The kid pulled out a gun, he said, "Why'd you hit me?" The barrel was set straight for the cop's kidney. The cop got scared, the kid he starts to figure, I'll do years if I pull this trigger. So he cold dashed and ran around the block. Cop radios into another lady cop. He ran by a tree, there he saw the sister. Shot for the head, he shot back but he missed her. Looked round good and from expectations he decided he'd hit for the subway stations. But she was coming and he made a left. He was running top speed till he was out of breath. Knocked an old man down and swore he killed him. Then he made his move to an abandoned building. Ran up the stairs up to the top floor. Opened up a door there, guess who he saw? Who? Dave, the dope fiend shooting dope. Who don't know the meaning of water nor soap? He said, "I need bullets, hurry up, run." The dope fiend brought back a spanking shotgun. He went outside, but there was cops all over. Then he dipped into a car, a stolen Nova. Raced up the block doing 83. Crashed into a tree near University. Escaped alive, though the car was battered. Rat-a-tat-tatted and all the cops scattered. Ran out of bullets and he still had static. Grabbed the pregnant lady and pulled out the automatic. Pointed at her head, he said the gun was full of lead. He told the cop, cops, back off, or honey here's dead. Deep in his heart, he knew he was wrong, so he let the lady go and he starts to run on. Sirens sounded, he seemed astounded, and before long the little boy got surrounded. He dropped his gun, so went the glory, and this is the way I have to end this story. He was only 17 in a madman's dream. The cop shot the kid, I still hear him scream. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Just another case about the wrong path. Straight and narrow or your soul gets cast. Good night. Knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out, Rick.
Oh boy, that Uncle
Knock him out the
Ricky
box.
is really
Knock him out,
weird.
Rick.
I know, right? What does he mean, straight and
Knock
narrow?
him out
What's
the
up,
box,
this
Rick.
kid?
Knock him out, Rick.
Oh no, I think he be cracking it up or something.
Knock him out the box, Rick.
Good night.
Knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out, Rick. Knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out, Rick. Ain't never Vance Wright, Rick the Ruler presentation. Crumbs.